We are going to go first to Washington with our correspondent, Fraser Jackson. Fraser, what do these talks actually hope to achieve?
Well, it's a significant and symbolic step for two countries that don't even recognize each other. Lebanon and Israel, of course, have not talked directly in decades, since 1993. So the hope is to transition from practically continuous fighting to a potential peace deal here, with Israel hoping that these talks with Lebanon will establish long-term security on their shared border and also empower the Lebanese state to regain sovereign control over its territory. Now, Israel wants to do that by securing its northern border, which would allow citizens displaced by these clashes with Hezbollah to return home. And to do that, they're looking to establish a security buffer zone in southern Lebanon to prevent these cross-border attacks. But that has raised concerns within Lebanon that parts of the country will remain occupied even after the conflict, a rerun of the past there, which means that thousands of people displaced from their homes in the south may never be able to return. So, of course, a key goal of the Israelis as well is also the disarmament of Hezbollah and ensuring that the Lebanese army control all the territory and weapons in the country. But that, of course, is easier said than done when Hezbollah operates independently and arguably holds more power in Lebanon than the country's government. So there's little leverage here that the Lebanese government has, and they're also seeking, of course, these talks to primarily stop the heavy damage caused by Israel's strikes on the country, with some Lebanese officials, though, doubting the success of these negotiations even before they get started.
Fraser, how likely is it that these talks will have an impact on the war with Iran?
Well, some security analysts say that Lebanon's government doesn't really have anything to offer Israel, as it can't deliver Hezbollah's disarmament. And of course, Hezbollah has rejected these direct talks, maintaining its right to operate. They are saying that they will not abide by any agreements that are made by the Israelis and the Lebanese government. They said, "We are not interested or concerned with these talks at all." Now, if they do result in the Lebanese government and the Israelis working together to neutralize Hezbollah, that is also going to be a worry for people in Lebanon, that there will be more civil unrest in the country. And it also remains to be seen how serious Israel is about these talks. Bear in mind that the Lebanese government has been looking for these talks for months now, and it was only after the US applied pressure in private to Netanyahu last week that Netanyahu agreed to step up to these talks and to attend them via his ambassador. Of course, that came after the deadliest day of this war for Lebanon last week, when over 300 people were killed in the country by Israeli strikes. So there is still a lot of moving parts here. It's still very early days, but this is a significant step for two countries which have not spoken to each other in the best part of 35 years.